I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of different ways of making Therian style masks, like this one. I've been making masks for like about a month or two now, and I've figured out there are some easier ways, some more fun ways, more durable ways, and there are a lot of different possibilities one can achieve using different methods. What is a Therian style mask? Well, a Therian style mask is any animal mask like this one used for cosplay or dress-up purposes where you have the animal's face, but it's only the top half. Start with the paper cat method, where you buy a mask like this. It's like an opera mask, and they're designed for cosplays and stuff, and they're all the same mold. They get punched out with paper, and they can be decorated and painted, and you can even turn them into other species if you work really hard. This one's a terrible example because I'd never done it before, but you can obviously, there's some real skill people have with turning these into canines or bats. I've even seen a couple moths. There is a lot of creativity using the paper cat mask method, and I think it's a really affordable way of getting a mask because it's super cheap. It's only like a few dollars to get like a bundle of 6 of these, and craft paint is something a lot of people have. You can use foam or cardboard or paper even to build out the muzzles, build other shapes, and you can get some fast results for not that much money, and it can look really, really good. Like Cicada Wings, he makes some really nice canine masks using this method. Now, there are other ways of making masks. For example, I 3D print masks. I design them in Blender and then I print them out on a 3D printer. I was very, very lucky to get for Christmas recently. And these are also really lightweight, and they're super durable. You can do that and it won't break. It's super, the cracking was from extra support material, but you can do a lot to these and they won't get damaged. And since this is just fleece and this organza material and head strap, you can dunk this underwater. You could waterboard this mask and it would not die, which I don't know why you do that, but you could. And I have no fear of the acrylic paint coming off of this or smearing or anything because, well, it's just acrylic paint on fleece. You don't have to seal it, you don't have to worry about it getting damaged because, it's materials that are waterproof. This mask, I could take it swimming if I wanted to, and nothing would happen to it, I'm pretty sure. I would just need a hairdryer to get it dry again, You could wash it like how I washed PanPan then. You don't even properly need much soap and water. I use a pen, a sanitizer pen filled with rubbing alcohol to get these masks clean and disinfected. It's easy and it's fast. And there's also very little limits on what you can design in terms of shape. I've gotten a lot of really nice compliments on the shapes of this mask because it's so cartoony and chunky, and honestly I'm not even sure how I did it in the end, but I could never have gotten this leopard shape. This is the same species of leopard side by side. This is what you can do with a cat mask, and this is what you can do with a 3D printed mask made, using a printer. Now there are some downsides. The machine is very expensive. Filament is just slightly more expensive, and not everyone has the abilities, the software, or the tools to design, obviously, really complicated animal shapes. No one is just sitting down and now I know all of Blender, and I have, all of these skills required to model things, and I know what I'm doing, and I know how to use a slicer, and I know, how to clean supports, and put all of this together in this way. Upholstery foam is also another really good way you can make these kinds of masks. Someone made a leopard mask like this one out of upholstery foam, and it looks really good. They said the ventilation's super nice, and it's lightweight, really easy to use, and there's even less chance of it getting damaged because upholstery foam is crazy resilient. Air dry foam clay can be a good method to get like a base going, but you can't get very much detail with it. There's one guy, he's super talented, his name is on screen right now, I'm sure, who has tested like EVA foam and foam dry clay to make fursuit heads and Therian style masks, and they look really, really good. He's figured out a really solid method, and good on him, because like they look awesome. You can get detail, you don't need as much paint, and it's a really accessible material for people. I think it's a really solid way. You can also make them out of cardboard, but I would advise against this because cardboard is even harder than foam clay to work with. And there's a reason they tell you not to make cardboard fursuits, because the stuff you need to seal it can be really toxic to breathe in, and it traps moisture, and cardboard molds even easier than paper. And by the way, paper is sometimes used for these masks, but it's super flimsy and delicate, and you can't get it wet, much like this kind. So it's not the best option, I would say, to use, but people have done it. It's also harder to get like a thing you want, kind of like this. I really like this style of mask because it feels very genuine, very real, very like the animal, and you can get as close as possible to what that animal would look like. I mean, this is Zootopia style, so obviously it's not what a real, like, Indo-Chinese leopard would look like, but you can get there! I hope! What did you think of the video? Do you like this long-form kind of content? Do you want to see more reviews or mask-making techniques, or even, like, a long-form style dive into how I make these masks and a tutorial of that? Comment down below whatever you feel or think, because I'm having fun doing this, and as long as you're having fun watching, it's a good thing we've got going. So much for watching. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers, and thank you for being with me on this journey. This is absolutely incredible and absolutely insane that I'm here, and thank you so much for letting me be a part of your life and your happiness and your joy.